Peace to the tribe, peace to the collective. It is the Hood Mystic representing hoodmystic.com, columbianexchange.com, White Rabbit Psychedelics. You know the vibes, you know the vibes. So, this past week, I've been attempting to, in the process of understanding my personality. I took a Myers-Briggs test. Well, I've been took a Myers-Briggs test like 10 years ago. So I know my personality type. But on YouTube, it's a lot of videos pertaining to my personality type, INTP. I'm intuitive, introverted. I'm not really extroverted. And my personality type likes to deal with the truth. So, logician. Like, it gotta make sense. And if it don't make sense, then I probably won't take part in it. Not to say one thing is bad, one thing is good, but people don't really listen to what you have to say because people don't really care about truth. They don't really crave truth, even if they say they do. Me personally, I can be in a situation, any type of situation, good or bad or negative or whatever. I don't really care. The thing that motivates me every day is the work that I'm doing. And so, in doing the work and understanding, like, just the truth, getting more and more and more ingrained into the truth, I be losing friends. Certain shit. Like, I'm not the type of person, like, I never had, like, a birthday party. I'm not even the type of person to call and say, hey, how you doing? And just kind of shoot the shit. Because I'm not emotional. And I'm not saying being emotional is bad. I'm just saying me. Me, I crave truth. Me, I search for truth and try to find truth. However, the world, 5% of the people have my personality type in the world. 5%. 95% of the people in the world is dealing with emotions. Emotions. You trying to develop some truth. Well, I'm trying to develop some truth and understanding of this shit. And people just saying, man, fuck all of that. I just want to feel good. Can you make me feel good? Make me feel good. Right? And it put me in a predicament where, do I play on emotions or do I seek truth? I feel like in studying my personality, I figured something out, like how I can approach things. Because if you ever do want to be successful, like period, if you want to be successful, you got to deal with people's emotions. You got to engage and make people feel good. Your business, your videos, whatever you doing, it has to make people feel good. You got to speak the language of emotions. So even if you have the truth, if you have a solution, if you have all of the talent in the world, but you don't make people feel good, like really make people feel good, then you're going to suffer. Your business is going to suffer. You ain't going to be as successful as you could be. Because most people are emotional. Most people are engaged solely in their emotions. I just thought that was interesting. Even my wife, a lot of this comes from like doing this work in my relationship, trying to communicate to a woman. And I'm trying to be like this fact and this detail and this truth. And if you put A with B, you'll get the eventual C. And she like, okay, nigga, so. Because she wanted to just feel good. And when it, like, most people are emotional. And to me, I'm like, damn. I never thought. I never even thought that way, right? Like, energy, emotion. Everybody is energy, emotion. But the reality of emotions in this context is feel good versus feel bad. Do something versus do nothing. And that's what I don't understand. I understand like the scientific breakdown of emotion, but the feeling variety, like people will show up to an event or show up to a place where they feel good. And it don't matter what's behind that. That's the problem. Because everything in life ain't about feeling good. And it's confusing if everything you're trying to do is attempting to feel good. But then at the same time, you don't really feel good. So you putting yourself on lockdown, shut down until said feel good moment. And that'd be weird to me. Because in order to feel good, quote unquote, because it's not to say that INTPs or my personality type is not emotional. I just know how to do what I need to do to feel good. It's not even like something that, like you say, energy, emotion, just like, that's a powerful thing to move like you want to move and not be held back by nothing or nobody, even held back by yourself. I sit back and I reflect this morning about the things that you say and how you expect them to happen throughout the day is a powerful energy. I woke up and the song that was on my head was Kate Bush. And she has a song called Running Up That Hill. And I was listening to it way before it came on to Stranger Things. The song came out in the 80s. But it had a resurgence in my soul in the 2000s. And I was listening to a lot of Kate Bush, probably like 2016, 2017. Running Up That Hill, the hook is not like a catchy hook. It's more like a mantra. It's more like a spell. And it's very powerful. It's a very powerful spell. It's a very powerful mantra that if we could simply say it, it is, I'm paraphrasing, but it's more of like, I don't know what's about to happen, but something good is going to happen. And just saying it makes it feel better. Because I would imagine that the inverse is fear. And you ever been around people and they be like, man, I feel like something bad is about to happen. I got this real bad feeling. And in reference to Kate Bush's song, that comes off to me as a choice. Because the day starts. And you can have a negative premonition or you can have a positive premonition. I just think like that was a powerful breakthrough for me this morning. And just sharing that with y'all. We at the Witches Ball today. in Southfield, Michigan. It started already. If you're in the Michigan area, my wife looking lovely down there. I'm about to join her in a second. I'm just rolling up this mugwort. Then I'm about to go join her. This is our second year doing it. And last year, I went there, and it was a good experience. But in my heart, I'm like, man, we need to do more, right? We need to do more than what we're doing. And I knew that, but I just didn't know what, right? And so this year, we got White Rabbit with us, and feel good this year. You know what I'm saying? When I do events, it ain't never about money. It's all about networking. It's all about building with other professionals like myself, like my wife. That's the major key to networking and going and doing events and stuff like that. Because people may come, people may not come, but it's always going to be vendors there. Vendors always put you on what you about to do, you know, get information, shit like that. So, yeah, we down there again, and I'm just really like, you know, my wife really, I don't know, my wife really special. Like, she a very special goddess, you know? And a lot of my work ain't for y'all, you know what I'm saying? A lot of my work is for my wife and just for myself. And making sure that we can be the best versions of ourselves. And that's what we've been working on this year. We've been really working on it. And I can know, like, from last year, Witches Ball, to this year, Witches Ball, we really know ourselves. We really tuned in and tapped into our purpose. And, yeah, if y'all got time and y'all in the Detroit area, come pull up on us. We'll be there till 3. Then after that, I don't know. I don't know. Probably, I want to film some commercials. That's another thing. I'm about to really start doing the video editing, taking that very seriously. Got some ideas I'm working on. I'm dropping another commercial tonight. Got a dope ass commercial coming. I got 2 commercials coming. And these commercials is like promoting my business, but also promoting me as a graphic designer, video editing. Some people be needing that type of stuff, you know. And I could work for you, bro. Or sis. And it don't gotta be like, oh, I help such and such do this, that, and the third. You know, like, this is another thing. I want to help people who want to help themselves. That's the only type of way that I can help people. The people that really want to help themselves, I can be a real genie to you. I really am a genie. I really am a good luck charm. But it's not like you can just suck my dick and everything works out good for you. It don't really work like that. You got to have a plan and a vision for yourself. You know, I've seen a lot of people and helped a lot of people expand to their best selves. So, you know, 2022, I've been really focusing on bringing that energy to me and my family. And I'll continue to do that. But I want to help people more constructively with their marketing, with their business, and help people help themselves, you know. It's like, it's not easy. It's not easy out here. But with a little bit of spiritual grace and a little bit of spiritual power, I done seen molehills turn to mountains. I done seen great success. And I can't just be like, oh, I can't name names. Because if I was to name names, people would take offense. Because sometimes people think like they are conjuring up their own success. But they don't always be the case. Sometimes a person can pay attention to you and send you energy and make sure that you become successful in ways that you never thought that you could be. So work with the spirits, work with the energy, you know, get you a goddess, get you a god. And if none don't call out to you, choose one. But if God and goddesses call out to you, work with them, build altars to them, build communications with them, because it's on and popping. The veil is thin. It's a lot of things, man, that, you know, is culminating. And what's weird about it, was like confusing about it, is that it's a waning moon. And waning moons deal with destruction and purging and releasing. And so as human beings who are striving for attainment and success, that waning moon period is uncomfortable. But fret not, you know, fret not, not at all. There is no veil. There is no veil right now, man. The veil is like this. It's synonymous, like, man, it is crazy. And what we need to understand is the video game nature of the Matrix. What I'm saying is, you can look at a sign and the sign can say, wash your ass. And you know you walked out the house without washing your ass, right? I done seen all types of shit, bro. Like all types of shit. All types of shit. And I can't even run down the list of like spirits, artists. Y'all gotta get into that type of sorcery, dog. People like Marvin Gaye. Niggas like Prince, Jimi Hendrix, Marilyn Monroe, Young Dolph, Nipsey Hussle, just name them. Your ancestors, it is on and popping. Now, what's the issue problem here? You only caring about your own fucking life and your own fucking world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the fuck you going through is so fucking important. That's going to keep you blocked off from spirits. You got to have an open mind with this shit. And so, the niggas that's kind of crazy, the bitches that's kind of loopy, y'all feel me a little bit more than the motherfucking straight and narrow, you know, pencil pushing ass bitches out here that's just trying to be the best person they can be. Like, you know, you a little crazy. So that mean that your door is a little cracked open. So you could open that bitch and be like, okay, I'm gonna work with this. I'm gonna work with that. Do that shit, man. Utilize this solar eclipse energy. If you in the Midwest, Google nearest mound near me. And I guarantee you, when you go there for the solar eclipse, if you go there at a specific time, bro, you gonna see people there. This is how I knew the mounds was powerful. Cause I'm doing a bunch of different rants and tangents and shit, but it is what it is. We talking the language of emotions past that. Emotions is illusions. I used to go to the mounds all the time. Never seen a motherfucking soul. You dig? Never. I was like, this is wild. Native American mounds. Never nobody here. I'm the only person that know about these Native American mounds. La-di-da-di-da, dip-di-di-doo-doo. 2017 come around August, July, maybe August. I'm figuring August. It was a solar eclipse. August 25th, something like that. So I already did this study. I did the breakdown. I got a video for it and everything. 2017 solar eclipse. Bro, I go to the mound this day. 100 motherfuckers there. Hundreds of motherfuckers there. It's a festival. Like, it wasn't a festival, but so many random people showed up. It turned into a festival. This nigga had a grill. This nigga had beer. This motherfucker had the music. And motherfucker just had enough. So motherfuckers just had mad shit. And motherfuckers was like, we got food over here, beer over here, juice over here. Kind of like bring your own shit. And you know me, I had the goddamn weed. So I'm like, shit, I got weed. So me and my wife, we just sitting there smoking with all of the people at the solar eclipse, bro. Like in a space where never nobody is there. Like never. You never go to a mound and see people there. Except the solar eclipse. I knew then that, okay, mounds are powerful portals and human beings just naturally do this. Like they naturally want to go to a mound at a solar eclipse and experience the solar eclipse taking place. So I'm like, depending on how this weekend go, I'm trying to get to Ohio, right, for the solar eclipse. So that to say, in the article, in the video, most people don't give a fuck about a solar eclipse. Most people don't give about a new moon. But that doesn't mean that their life won't be destabilized because of their ignorance. And that doesn't mean, and I'm telling you, from 2017 on, my shit was like, it was just like a figure eight. And that's what I'm saying. Waning moons leading into a solar eclipse. Breakdown, 0 point. And then from that 0 point, seed, fertilization, expansion, solar eclipse, supernova. Like, in reference to getting rid of all of the bullshit, working with the spirits, setting the intention, and then expanding naturally and gradually. Like, I'm telling you, I done been through these cycles before. That's why I'm so excited. And it's like, yeah, nothing is perfect, nor will it ever will be. But the energy and its cycles and how they manifest, you can kind of get an understanding and a feel for them if you observe them. Versus people who don't observe them and can go from good, bad, emotions, feeding on people who giving them positive emotions. And that ain't no way to live for me personally. I like the truth. I like understanding gateways and portals and lifting through veils and communicating with spirits and tuning in to ancestors and the truth of me being a spiritual being, having a human experience. I had to really find that shit. That wasn't an emotional pursuit. There's a lot of strenuous, you know, I'm always thinking about the lowest of my life. I was at a shelter. I was at a homeless shelter, and I just needed something, right? And I needed somebody to talk to, and it was like this man standing up against the Cadillac, and he was looking at me, and he seen I wanted to talk, and he allowed me to speak, and I spoke, and I was just telling him what I was going through and how insurmountable the odds felt against me. And he told me that it was going to be okay, and don't worry about it. And that was all that I needed to hear, right? So I'm offering that to you, whatever you're going through. If you're in a feeling and you feel like it's insurmountable and you can't get through it, it's gonna be okay. I know that it's gonna be okay. Just trust, trust. Because sometimes you just need to hear that it's going to be okay, because you can't formulate that viewpoint. You can't see that it's going to be okay. And I understand that. But let me be a person that you're listening to, inform you that it absolutely is going to be okay from this perspective. There is a spiritual power that exists that if you will attain it and work with it, it will bring about the greatest realization that you will ever understand. But who are you? What is your personality? How are you getting taken advantage of, right? How do you take advantage of others? What is the psychological, mental shit that you carry with you that being sexy or having money don't allow you to deal with? And that's what White Rabbit Psychedelics is about. It don't matter what you got on the surface. Can you see yourself? Have you revealed your mind to yourself, or are you just this collection of statuses, collection of, girls who want to fuck you, boys who want to DM you, or have you seen yourself? Do you know yourself? These are the questions that I'm asking people, and these are the questions that I'm pulling out of the collective. I'm forcing people to reveal themselves to themselves. I'm forcing people to no longer hide through their beauty. And I'm just now getting started, because I'm just now getting to the point where I'm able to see myself. For these past years I've been doing this, I've done it, but also held myself back because I haven't seen the greatness within myself. Truly. That's why I urge people, study your personality. Like, for me to listen to these videos is like, okay, they're saying something about my personality that's absolutely true, but they're saying it in a way that this is me, right? Myers-Briggs test, if you confused or wondering how you get these tests. They're talking about me and my personality. But these are the things that I've condemned myself for 38 years. One thing about my personality type is that they're broke. They don't never have money. I've never really had money because my personality type either gonna have to own a business or be a slave. So in the teeter and tottering of my understanding of my personality and trying to figure out this, so it's like, okay, all right, now you gotta really run your business. Now you gotta really run your business, because being a slave is not an option. You either gonna be really, really, really wealthy, or you gonna be poor, Kyrie. That's what I need. That's what I need to hear. That's what I need to process. It's like I need to know. And so I'm in a journey of self-revelation, and I would hope that y'all could be on this journey with me, Hopefully we can be on this journey together. There is no leaders, there are no masters, there are no gurus. It's only us and our soul and our intuition. And that's at a balanced place. That's not at a place where we're too happy. That's not at a place where we're too sad. We're right in the middle of intuition. We're in the grips, in the grasp of intuition. I'm not happy. I'm not overjoyed, nor am I depressed. I'm centered and receptive to the soul. Very powerful place to be. So let me get back to my wife. Like I said, we're at the Garden Hilton in Southfield, 28875. No, that's not the address. That's not the address. But Hilton Garden in Southfield, Michigan. We'll be there till 3. If you're in the Detroit, Michigan, Ann Arbor area, come check us out. If you're in Southfield, those things, come check us out. We at table 31. You can't miss us. We got a sign that light up. So look for us. I'll be there in about 10, 20 minutes. So check us out. Peace.